Hey everyone, I wanted to come on here and do a update on everything that happened yesterday. Yesterday was epic. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So I'm gonna start at the very beginning. So I woke up and I was like, I'm not feeling well. Like I was having, didn't feel like anxiety. It felt like, I have crazy island hair today. Sorry, never sorry, but just letting everyone know that's what's the wildness that's going on here, that my hair does not want to like cooperate in some areas. But anyways, it wasn't like anxiety. I just felt like, I don't know. Okay, there may be screaming children in the background because that's what I live with, and they're amazing and awesome, but that's the life I'm living right now. So anyways, it wasn't anxiety, and I was feeling kind of, I think it was hormones. Now that I was like, I told Lisa why. I think it's hormones because I am in early perimenopause and I take birth control pills continuously to stop heavy bleeding. And so every about 3 or 4 months, my body is like, starts to like spot, which means I have to have a period. I have to come off the pills and have a period. And I've been spotting for like almost, I think it's been like 5 days or something. And so my body was like, it felt like I feel weird when I get off the pills. They just like, the hormones are coming out and the other hormonal stuff's going on at the same time. And it's really weird. And so I felt like my body was doing that. And then I had all these hormones in my body from the pill at the same time. And I just was not feeling well. And so I was like, I don't know if I can go today. And I had totally forgotten that we were supposed to pick up her second car today also. So I was like, oh crap. Like her second car's been like an hour and a half away for, you know, multiple days now, like over a week, I think. And so today was the day that we were going to go do this and pick up her car. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. And so anyways, I was like, well, let me eat. Let me see how I feel. And then, you know, so we got to talking about it more, and then I looked up the pictures, and then I did start to actually feel a little better, and I was like, okay, I can do this, and I don't want to miss out on today. This is like the best thing that's ever happened to me for any of my birthdays ever. And once I saw the pictures too, I was like, what? Oh my God. So, so yeah, so we went, and we drove, and it was fine, and we got there, and this is just going to irritate me, because it's like this one spot that's like not cooperating right here. What I really need to do is make this like bigger, and it's not. This is hair from yesterday and being in the pool all day, so it's like wild, crazy hair. And my hair looks purple. Doesn't it look purple? It's weird. It's kind of awesome. So anyway, so we get there, and we have to take a hike. You have to take a hike everywhere to get to anything. To get to the beach, to get to this resort, you have to like take a hike everywhere. And so anyway, so we hike up this place. It's super hot, but my body is starting to acclimate, which is nice. It's starting to kind of like, you know, I can stay in the heat longer without feeling like I'm going to die. And I've noticed that when I do get in cooler water, my body cools down, and I can tolerate it, and it's fine. Okay, so anyway, so we walk over this. Now I think I'm filming. Okay, this is what really irritated me. We walk over this huge, like, it's like a walking bridge. It goes like this, right? And as you come over the top of it, there are these huge pillars. I mean, huge pillars. Massive. They look like something out of a Greek freaking movie. And they're as tall as buildings. They are massive. And then right down at the bottom in between, as you're walking down, because there's all these, there's like a, I don't know, close to 100 steps you have to walk down. As you're walking down these steps, there's this massive... It's like a cliff that they've built in this lagoon, and it's as big as a lagoon. There's people paddleboarding it. That's how big it is. And there's a waterfall coming down it. And I was just like, I've never seen anything like this in my entire freaking life, like ever. I have never, ever seen anything like it. And so I am stunned. And I think I'm getting my response, like on film. I was like, holy crap, whose life is this? Whose life is this? Like, what is happening right now? And I am like freaking out. And then I realize like halfway down, I haven't hit record. So I hit record, and you can still see, as I'm walking down, you can still see stuff. But I've just never seen anything like this. It was wild. And so you walk around and there's huge palm trees everywhere. Like the pictures don't do it justice. The pictures don't show you the actual size of it. It is so huge. It blew me away. So then you have to walk, excuse me, you have to walk down, and you'll see all this. I did videos of it. You have to walk down and you walk around, and there's, of course, we're still looking at the big lagoons. And then all of a sudden you get to this kind of like walking bridge, and there's freaking dolphins. I mean, dolphins, like I'm standing here and I can look over the edge and there's dolphins. Fucking dolphins. And this is where people pay, I think it's like $250 to swim with dolphins. I didn't do that. But there are people in there, and you can see they're doing tricks, and I got them doing tricks once on video, so you'll be able to see that. But the dolphins just came up and said hello to us. We were just walking by the little bridge, and they came up and, like, you know, came out of the water and stuff. It was really cool. I was like, oh, hello, dolphin, love you, thank you. It was cool. And then there's a little, like, kind of like restaurant right there, and then you walk up and you start walking down, and then right there on the other edge, there's like a green, like, bunch of greenery. It's like a border that goes along this boardwalk. And just over that is the ocean. It's the freaking ocean, where there's like turquoise colored fucking water, and it just is insane. Like the actual ocean, right? Not this like water park thing that's going on. So anyway, so then you keep walking, and there's then this huge boardwalk where all these, you know, palm trees are, and it's just massive. And then you come upon this big there's kids in the background, sorry. There's another big, like a bunch of pools. You can tell it's more for, like, not kids, but there's a lot more people there. And there's another restaurant that's right there. And it's huge and it's massive. And then you walk around again, and there's, like, this is where we spent all of the whole day. It was this big, huge, like, they're like caves. It's like and it's made out of lava. I believe it's made out of lava rock. And it's like a big, like, cliff type thing, right? But it's like caves inside, and there's all these waterfalls inside. Like I said, I have videos of all this you'll be able to see. And you have to walk through under a cave to get to this place. So you walk through this cave, which is really cool to begin with. And they all have these big, huge, like, statues everywhere too. It's awesome. Anyways, you walk through, and as soon as you walk around the corner, there's and the sound is like crazy. Anyway, so you start hearing all these waterfalls, and you walk around the corner, and there's this just massive, holy crap. And I took my phone, like, inside where the pool area is, so you can, like, see the waterfalls coming through. And then there's hot tubs, which I didn't get in, I was too hot for that. But there's hot tubs in there, as well as a couple hot tubs. And the bathroom is actually in these little caves, which is really cool. And there's, and then on the other side of that, you have this, it's like a kids area, so it's kind of roped off so the kids can play in there with their moms. It's kind of like a little, like, I want to say like a little, like, pool of water, basically. But then right on the other side of that pool is this awesome water slide. And it's not this big, huge, long water slide, but it is epic. Like, the end of it just shoots you out. It's so awesome. And it shoots you out so strongly that I was like, oh, maybe I could hold my phone, like, above my head and, like, record it going down. I really wanted to do that. But then I tried it and tried to put my hands above my head just, like, without the phone. And it was, like, it's not going to happen. Like, it dunks you in the water. No, water's up my nose. Like, it was, you know, my whole body was, you know, there was no control over it whatsoever. So, I couldn't do that. We did that. I did that about 3 times. That was a lot of fun. And during this time, like, I'm actually getting to the point where I'm kind of cold and stuff. So I'm sitting outside, and I'm getting warm and then getting back in. And we were out there for a good over 2 hours probably. I'm eating shitty food all day because that's what they, that's what they serve, is like crappy food basically. You know, white bread. Wasn't even a wheat bread option. Yeah, there's no real nutritional, like, options to eat anything, right? So I'm eating what I can and just doing whatever I need to. And then we're supposed to go to Macaroni Grill afterwards, and I start to realize that I am fucking done. I'm done. I'm exhausted. I've been active the whole time, swimming, going down the water slide. I've just basically been active the whole day. And so I realized I'm just, like, done. And what's really cool about today was that we, they kept saying today is Tasha's yes day, which is, like, basically anything that I want to do, which is just, I've never had anything like this, you know what I mean? This is just all new to me, of just being able to just be, like, I don't know, treated special all day. That was just, like, epic for me. It's just awesome. And so I was just like, I really just kind of want to go home and And she was like, okay. I was like, I'm going to get some water. And she's like, okay, if you're getting some water, let's at least just sit right here by the dolphins. Because there's like a little sitting area by that little restaurant right there. And that's the picture that I took of me. And that's my main profile picture. So I was just like, I'm done. I think I'm done. And she's like, okay, well, let's just like, you know, sit by the water or whatever. And I was like, okay, that works while I'm getting water and stuff. Because I was like, I feel like, I don't know if it's because I'm dehydrated or I'm just tired or fucking all the above. And so anyways, we sit down, we get some food. And then they proceed to like tell me that there's another gift for me. And I was like, what? No, this is like too much as it is. Like, it's not too much, but like, this is all just too much. Like, it's just so amazing. I just couldn't. I was like, what? There's something else. And the earrings, I think I left in her other car. But this real pearls. I've never had real pearls. What? This real pearl necklace. Pearl necklace. You wore a pearl necklace. Oh, I couldn't help myself. Anyways, it is gorgeous. And then it's got little stones in between right here. I think it's stones. Are there stones? Or no, maybe it's just gold. Gold in between it. I thought there was something else on here. I must want to take it off and show you guys. But it is so gorgeous. I just love it. I was like, what? I was just overwhelmed with just gratitude and love. And just like, what the heck is going on? So we do that. And then I'm like, oh, I really wanted to get that view. I thought maybe I hadn't gotten the total view of when we first came in. And so I was like, I'm going to go get that. I forgot it was stairs. And so I'm already tired. And you have to kind of hike over to get to that spot. I realize it's stairs and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, well, I guess I'll just work off all the crap I was eating today. So I go up the stairs. I turn around. I'm filming. I come back down. Everything's fine. I get to the bottom of the stairs and I feel like I'm going to pass out like instantly. I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on? And my heart's just beating 90 miles an hour. And I was like, and is it anxiety? And I was like, and I realized I went up the stairs and I've been active all day and I was tired and I was like, no, I think my body's just like done. And so anyways, I walk back slowly, get there, and I'm still feeling like I'm going to pass out like multiple times. I'm just like holding onto the table like, oh my God. Lisa's like, Lisa's a doctor, you know, so I'm like, well, if I pass out, at least it's in front of somebody who's a professional. So anyways, I felt like shit, and we sat out there for another 15 minutes or so, and I still wasn't feeling very well, but we needed to go. It was late. It takes over an hour to get home. I still had to drive the car home. And so anyways, we get packed up, and I'm like, I'm praying on the way. I'm just calling in my guides and the angels and Goddess Pele and the island, and I'm just like, you've got to help me get there without passing out. Please don't let me pass out. Please help me get up these stairs without passing out. So we get up to the stairs, and then Lisa's like, oh, there's elevators over there if you want to try to go elevators, and Kara go with her daughter. And so we're like, okay. So I like go very slowly. Her daughter's very concerned about me. She's a little empath, by the way. She's very concerned about me, keeps asking me how I'm doing, if I'm okay. And I'm just like, I can barely talk because I'm so out of it. And so we get over there, I realize I walk around for a little bit. There's no elevators there. So now I've walked all this way and there's no elevators. So we turn around and we walk back to the steps, and then I have to climb up the steps. And I'm already feeling like I'm going to pass out. And so I get up, I'm just slowly, like 2 steps at a time, praying, just don't let me pass out. Please don't let me pass out. I make it up the steps. Thank you, everyone over there. And I get up the steps, and I get there, and Lisa's like, we'll just go, and let's just go. And I was like, okay, so I have to hike back down to the place. And I seem to be feeling somewhat better at this point. I guess I just was feeling better. I'd eaten plenty of food, by the way. I've been eating all day pretty much. And I thought maybe it was because of honestly, like all the gluten and all the like grease, and I was eating red meat too, which I don't eat red meat, and it's just, yeah, it was bad. So anyways, we get there, we get into her car where I'm supposed to drive, and I start thinking, how the fuck am I going to drive this car home an hour? When I haven't driven a car, I mean, I drove the car. We went to the airport before we went to this place. We went to the airport to pick up her car, because that's where her car was at, the second car. And I did have some anxiety, because I wasn't feeling well to begin with this whole day. And so I drove the car. It was like a half-hour drive. That's the most I've driven a car by myself. And I started to have a little bit of panic anxiety. I had to use my relaxation technique, which did work, to calm myself down. But then I was like, how am I going to, after feeling like this, how am I going to drive? And so after about 15 minutes of sitting there, I was like, Lisa, I can't do it. I don't feel safe driving your car. I just don't. I don't feel like this is, like, I can do this. And she was like, okay. She was so understanding. We had to leave her car at the Hilton parking lot, okay? And she was just so understanding. And I was like on the verge of tears because I was just like, I know this is coming up for an opportunity for me to be compassionate with myself, because in these moments, I'm really mean to myself. I'm like, see, and I told her, I said, this is something I was worried about. I'm worried about going out all day with people and then ruining things. She goes, you're not ruining anything at all. She's like, oh my God, it's fine. We'll pick it up another day. She's like, we have to come out here for ukulele lessons for her kids. She's like, we'll just maybe do it then. And she's like, it's not a big deal. And I was like, are you sure? I was trying to see, you know, because as an empath too, I could pick up when people are just saying things, and I could tell she genuinely was just like, no, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. We'll just figure it out. She's such a patient, beautiful human being. I just, so grateful to her. But, so yeah, this was an opportunity for me. I was like, okay, somebody's giving you grace. You need to do that for yourself. And it was a big opportunity for me to just like not be mean to myself and be like, she's like, girl, think about this. She goes, if I told you even last week that you were going to be outside all day for 7 hours, because we're out about for 7.5, 8 hours. She's like in a pool all day long, active out in the heat. She's like, you wouldn't even have like probably done it or even thought that you could have done it. She's like, she just was pointing out all the beautiful and amazing positive things that I'd already accomplished that day. And she was just amazing. She was awesome. So I took it as an opportunity to just be compassionate with myself and be like, you know, it was a lot, and it's still a lot. I'm still transitioning here, and I'm still, you know, coming into things, and I'm still trying to feel completely comfortable here and in my skin and connected and all the things, you know. So got in the car, and I basically was pretty much passed out the whole drive. Like, I just was like, oh my God, just dead. And by the time, yeah, but I did have a little less anxiety knowing I didn't have to drive a car an hour trying to white knuckle that all the way home. And really also just try to realize too that it wasn't agoraphobia issues. It was, I was exhausted and tired. And when I'm exhausted and learning the difference of I'm an anxious person. I'm probably going to be an anxious person my whole life, and I'm okay with that. But knowing my limits, and that was really, I just knew that the minute I'd said I'm done, we need to go home, I should have found a way to be like, no, we just need to go. And I didn't, because I was, you know, I did want to stay a little longer, and I did want to just sit and enjoy, and it was nice. We sat down, and I was like, oh, thank you for saying that you wanted to sit down, because I really did feel like, I was like, I feel good just sitting here. And I did feel good sitting there. I just shouldn't have attempted those stairs, man. Oh, and then I realized that I really didn't get much of a difference in the view anyways. When I started to come down, I was like, I think I already got all this. So, whatever. So I'm going to edit those videos today and do all that. But then I went, yeah, we came home and fell asleep on the couch and then went upstairs, went to bed. And oh, something else cool happened though last night. Oh, hair. I'm looking out across, because you can see Maui, of all places. The place I'm being called to go to. The place where I've just realized and done a bunch of research on that is actually Lemuria, okay? Maui and Oahu. In between there and part of there is actually Lemuria. Yeah, bitches, Google it. It's been found to be true. Anyways, not a coincidence, you know? And anyways, it's irritating me that I'm so focused on my hair, but it's irritating the crap out of me. So better, maybe? I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, so I last night I'm looking out there, and I've seen UFOs. This is like twice already. I've never seen one ever in my life, and this is the second time that I've seen them twice here in 2 weeks. And then last night I'm looking out there, and I realize there is a blinking like star that is over Maui. It's like blinking, and then it gets all like glittery kind of, and it blinks. And then I was like, is it maybe a lighthouse? But there was no like light coming from it. It was just like a blinking star. I don't know how to explain it. And then when I told Lisa about it, she was like, whoa. Whereas the other two times she kind of laughed about a UFO. Like, it's not a UFO. And I could tell her she was thinking, it's not a UFO. But that, she was like, whoa, really? And I was like, yeah. And I just sat there and looked at it. And I was like, I finally said out loud to her, I was like, oh, I see you. Oh, I see you. Look, my nose is burnt. It's totally burnt. Yeah, my nose is burnt. My cheeks are kind of burnt. I've got makeup on from yesterday. I did put a little bit extra makeup on today, but anyways, I just wanted to give you guys an update on all the things that happened yesterday. It was so incredible. I feel so like happy, and Still looking to move to Maui, as I just mentioned. Probably going to be here until May, maybe a little bit longer. I don't know yet, depending on what the island is wanting me to do. And I obviously am being called to go to Maui in all kinds of ways and directions, and I'm just waiting for my perfect place to reveal itself, because I've called it in and just waiting for that to appear. So anyway, the rest of the day today, I'm just going to kind of relax. I'm actually going to be talking to Becca Sawyers today about details about the Women's Empowerment Body Positivity, Body Confidence Hawaii in-person retreat we're doing. So that'll be amazing and epic. That's probably going to be in the next 6 to 8 weeks. And yeah. Yawn for confirmation. That's what that is, by the way. That's a confirmation yawn. And yeah, that'll be cool. The agoraphobia panic attack program is going to be a little bit later. I don't know when that's going to be. It's going to have to be when I'm not here, because I need there's no Wi-Fi up in my apartment where I'm at up there. The attached apartment that's so amazing, but I don't have a Wi-Fi up there, and there's, you know, there's kids around and stuff, and so I don't really have the space to like lead an 8-week program, especially if I don't know where I'm going to be in 8 weeks. So yeah, so anyway, just wanted to give you guys an update. I so appreciate everybody following me, and subscribe if you're a new person. Like this, share it, do whatever you want. If you are watching for the first time, there's videos from literally the beginning of my journey when I just first decided to press the button to buy the plane ticket here, all the way up through here. It's been an adventure so far, that's for sure. Okay, all right, I love you guys. Talk soon.